So you're in the market for a smart display and you see two options, the Google Nest Hub, formerly the Home Hub, and this slightly smaller, cheaper Amazon Echo Show 5. What are the differences and which is better for you? Let's find out. Okay, so firstly, let's explain why these two devices share more in common than the Echo Show 5 and the Lenovo Smart Alarm Clock. For starters, the Lenovo Smart Alarm Clock is literally just that, an alarm clock with a display and some basic Google Assistant features. It is really pretty limited, all things considered. The Echo Show 5, however, has many more features in common with the Nest Hub, hence the direct comparisons. Right, so with that out of the way, let's talk designs. You can see just how Google's design ethos has influenced the entire Echo line since the launch of the Google Home Mini, as the Echo Show 5 could easily be mistaken for Google hardware at first glance. It's a small 5-inch almost triangular little box that in white looks like an extension of the Nest Hub line. It does look like a smart alarm clock, whereas the Nest Hub is definitely designed to look more like a photo frame. As a result, even despite having a slightly larger display, I do feel that it blends in better to its surroundings. The Echo Show 5 has a much bigger, fuller sounding speaker that I do think delivers the better audio of the two. It also includes more in the way of output and inputs at the rear to let you connect to an external speaker via the 3.5mm port or the micro USB port. My personal opinion is that the Echo Show 5 is the best for bedrooms and offices. It's just a better size for those rooms in my opinion. The smart displays do differ in how they let you interact with them too. The Nest Hub does allow for touches, taps and swipes, but it is more reliant on voice commands. The Alexa powered Echo Show is definitely more of a mix. The initial setup relies heavily on actually using the touch display and includes more fully fledged apps like a browser to take advantage of that. Arguably this setup procedure is much quicker on the Nest Hub and way more intuitive. You just connect to your phone and it's easy to sort out. Some may disagree, but for technophobes it is much easier to grasp at first glance. In use though they do differ quite a bit. The Echo Show 5 has some neat sunrise alarms that naturally brighten the display as your alarm approaches. The Nest Hub doesn't offer that, only having an ambient display that dims when the lights go out. Now the integration at this point is almost identical, but the Echo Show 5 does edge out the Nest Hub with integration with Ring doorbells and a greater number of security cameras. For the most part, controlling your lights and smart tech is possible with both systems. All of my smart home tech works with Alexa and the Google Assistant commands, so there's no issues in my exact scenario. Where I think the Echo Show 5 beats the Nest Hub is in the video calling stakes. It can make Skype calls right out of the box using the inbuilt camera. It's HD too, so if you're a fan of making video calls, then it's a definite go. You can't play YouTube videos natively though, instead you have to use the browser to play videos on the little screen. You can, however, play videos from Amazon Prime Instant Video if that does float your boat. This means that it's not quite as useful in the kitchen environment, as video recipes and guides are a little lacking because the Nest Hub has a much larger library of recipes, how-tos and more. I think considering the two platforms, it does boil down to two things, pricing and Google services. At the moment, the Echo Show 5 not having YouTube is the biggest killer in my opinion. If it does get YouTube support in future, which I do expect it to do so, I will concede that it is probably the better option for most people. While I do think the Nest Hub is the better overall smart display, the Echo Show 5 proves to be the better bedroom or office companion, especially at around $50 less. Yes, the Lenovo Smart Alarm Clock might be the better option for a simple alarm clock, but it has fewer features than the Echo Show 5 and it does come in at a similar price. Overall, the two voice assistants are quite different in how they interact with your other services. Arguably, the Google Assistant is better if you want a digital aid that can get you directions, videos, calendar updates on all more synced across your smartphone, browser and other smart displays. For home control though, Alexa is just as good. It does lack the cohesion, but in my opinion, it's catching fast and it might be worth a look even if you are heavily ingrained in the Google system. Let me know which platform you're banking on and which do you think is the best smart display, Amazon Echo Show 5 or Google Nest Hub. Stick a comment down below and let us know what you think. Of course, be sure to subscribe to see more smart home tech, and then be sure to check out our Google Home Essential series for more on Google smart home tech. Until next time though, this is Damien with 9to5 Google, and I will speak to you later.